inspiring electoral season in the history of our nation. We probably have not had its type since the inception of our nation. There have been electoral tribunals set up, and many are seeking for justice, from the state assembly elections all the way to the presidential election. It is my humble prayer for our highly respected and respectable administrators of our justice system, our lordships, who sit in judgment, to receive grace and help from God to do the right thing in this season. But being overwhelmed with the enormity and sensitivity of the task ahead, and the possibility of pressure from different quarters to have their way, what will you do? It may be very challenging at a time like this, but what will you do? What can you do? One, whatever you can defend at the end of your life before God, the judge of all judges, the Lord of all lords, do it. Two, whatever you will be proud of yourself for at the end of the day, do it. Three, whatever your children and family can be proud of you for at the end of the day, do it. Four, whatever you want your nation and your generation to remember you for, do it. Five, whatever will leave you with zero regrets at the end of your life's journey, do it. Six, whatever you will do again in 50 years' time, if you were to live your life over, do it. Seven, whatever you will do if neither fear, finance, nor favor is a consideration, do it. Eight, whatever will provoke for you the applause of both God and man, do it. Nine, whatever is in the spirit of justice, fairness, and good character, do it. 10, whatever will not haunt your conscience for years to come, do it. 11, whatever does not constitute the miscarriage of justice and the abortion of truth, do it. 12, whatever will increase the confidence of the nation and the world in the impartiality and integrity of the Nigerian judiciary, do it. 13, whatever will increase the respect, regard, dignity, and value of the Nigerian judiciary in the eyes of the nation and the world at large, do it. 14, whatever does not lead to the vindication of evil and the vilification of good, do it. Whatever will not justify evil and crucify good, do it. 15, whatever will constitute a positive and transformative reference and authority for generations to come, do it. The following scriptures might be helpful in assisting positive action. First, James 4:17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Knowing the right thing to do and not doing it is sin. Second, Exodus 23:2, God's Word translation says, never follow a crowd in doing wrong. When you testify in court, don't side with the majority to pervert justice. The Bible in basic English says, don't be moved to do wrong by the general opinions or give the support of your words to a wrong decision. The meaning is, allow nothing to move you to pervert justice. Third scripture, Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Meaning, it is simply a curse to call white black and black white, to infer directly or indirectly that wrong is right and right is wrong. We are called not to do anything extraordinary We are called just to do the right thing. Just the right thing. The Lord help us all. Amen. Stand up on your feet. Look at your neighbor. Say, just the right thing. Nothing beyond the right thing. Nothing extraordinary. Do just the right thing. Let's pray for the judiciary again and say, Father, we pray for the judiciary of our nation. We ask that you release upon them the spirit of judgment to deliver the right judgment in this season. Oh Lord, in the name of Jesus. Father, we pray for the judiciary of our nation, Nigeria. We ask that you release upon them the spirit of judgment to deliver the right judgment in this season. Oh Lord, in the name of Jesus, open your mouth and pray. The Lord has heard and answered us in Jesus' name. Pass it to any lordship you know, any learned, senior learned friend you know. The Bible said the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. The word of God is powerful enough to defend itself. Let it go and let it go. But we believe the right thing shall be done at all levels in the name of Jesus.
I always say, what is your greatest achievement in Anambra State? I always say to them, bringing civility and order in governance. It is not it's not about infrastructure. It's not about infrastructure. It's not about this or that. The bringing order in governance is more critical. Some of you might not know that the greatest problem we face is not just corruption, but even indiscipline and irresponsibility of office holders. There's nowhere in the world you see somebody who is supposed to be a custodian of the law breaking the law consistently, except in this country. Because he makes sure he jumps the queue if other people are queuing. He makes sure he does everything that is wrong. So for me, doing that was the most critical thing. Let me plead with all of you this night. Whenever people talk about you, all of you are being to good schools. I always have friends like you who tell me about Singapore and this and that. And what I tell them that if you go to Singapore, and that's the only example I'll use, the best people are in government. The best brain is in government. I plead with all of you, as you enjoy and do whatever you do in your good office and everything, please do not leave governance to the least in the society. That's what we are doing today. The role models we have in government are the least in the society. And all of us are complaining. There's no way we won't complain. There's no way. People say to me, how were you able to save money? It was very simple. All we did was to shut down the cost of governance. In 8 years, I never had a governor's lodge in Abuja. Why should I have it? I don't live in Abuja. It's not necessary. As a governor's lodge in Lagos, you can go and see it. I lived it for 25 years. I don't live in Lagos. Why should we have governor's office in Lagos? In one year alone, we cut the cost of governor's travel by 80%. Why? When they invite me to Abuja for meeting, I'm the only person invited. Why should I go with 30 other people who nobody invited? And they have no reason to be there. And that's what is happening. You don't need to go too far. No, it's important that you know that. That is what is their problem, the cost. I have to pay for 30 people, nobody invited for the meeting. They constitute a nuisance to the traveling public at the airport. I go to the hotel and pay for them. And you know, because they're idle, they eat more. Because they have nothing they're doing. Why should I pay for them? And that was the cost. And it's important that if you people get involved, because when people say, they say, where did you get the money from? We didn't get the money from.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back here again. It's morning here. It's 10:29. Thank you very much, my people, for joining us. As you all can see right there, is a breaking news that Justice Ugo have resigned. Have resigned. Um, should I say due to pressure? Okay, let me acknowledge the people right here quickly. I cannot continue the broadcast without not recognizing my people, especially, most especially, my mother. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, good morning to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Patience the demo, dear innocent Oka. Thank you, Oluwasegun. I can see you, Kenneth. Oh, Onawo. Ebuka John Oga. Thank you. Amaka Fojabi. Good morning to you. Mark Erabo, Madabella Naomi Angolo, Emmanuel Chooks. Thank you very much, my people. Press on the like button. I'm going to post out a link just straight away. Let's talk about this. Anybody that want to join, that's fine. I'm only going to be here for just 1 hour. Then I have Ellen Okiti with us, Oluwa Shegun. Thank you very much for joining us. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my people. It's getting tougher, man. It's getting tougher. Please go call those people where they talk, say, Una talk too much. Una talk too much. Yes. Talking. What the talking is causing, the pressure, what is causing. They are looking back. If I make this decision, the people might eat me raw. I beg, I not get handled. Yes, integrity is beginning to surface. Don't worry, we're coming there. Thank you very much, Luis. Cesar, we can see you as well. Good morning to you, Mercy Aho. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my wonderful people. Happy Thursday to you, or rather, happy weekend, because weekend does still come again. No, Francis Odogo, I can see you right there. Maui Ezra Musa, thank you very much for joining us. Madam Ellen, I can see you right there. Thank you very much. Good morning, good morning. I can see Ikem Jika Lomaze. Thank you very much for joining us. Good morning, all. I can see Febe. Thank you very much. Good morning. I can see more people right there. People don't fool you. Nasi Sam, thank you. God bless. Or Sandra Moses, Aqua Bata Ine, thank you very much. Tunaja is with us as well. Tunaja, in fact, I need you on this panel this morning with me. You know, good morning to every one of you, my people. I can see more people. Chukun also is with us as well. Mary Osamogi, Abe, Johnny, God bless you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you, my wonderful people. Sam John, thank you, Mother Patricia Tagu Jomi. Thank you very much, Mother. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Good morning to you all. Kwetishe, I can see you as well. I might not pronounce some names properly, but pardon me. Patience Osarere. Thank you very much for joining us. Good morning to you all. In case I don't mention your name, please understand with us. I see JKL. Thank you very much. Good morning, Miracle B. Sam John. God bless you all, my people. Let me post out a link. The link is already there. Let's take this together. In case you want to join, you don't have to, but at least one person is okay for me here. Let's talk about it, and then we'll take it from there. As you all can see, I'm going to take you through on this. Yes, Williams winner just coming in. Ebuka John Oga, thank you very much. God bless you all. You know, yes, Ebuka John. Yes, me too. Honestly, Mr. Elvis, I can't stop listening to Mr. Peter Obi. Why not? Me myself, Peter Obi's speech they motivate me. Yes, these are the people we need to look up to. Thank you very much, my brother, for joining us already. Don't on your camera. I don't already see you. Mr. Alex, thank you. Engineer Francis, thank you very much for joining us. God bless you. That's fine. Yes, you can turn off your camera. Yes, thank you, my people. I can see Mother Patricia is with us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mother Patricia, that's fine. I don't see you already. Yes, God bless you, all my people. Yes. So my people will do with me now. I'm already okay with this. Yes, my people, how will I do this morning? It's getting tougher. The pressure is real. Although this news will they break so mainstream media, none of them they never talk about them. Yes. Because I noticed recently, since February till now, most of the things that we talk about, mainstream media, we rely on them before. They don't talk about it like after 48 hours. I don't know whether they fear or if they have been compromised or if they try to filter to Nigeria. That's fine. Thank you very much. I don't see you. Kenneth Joseph, thank you very much for joining us. Kenneth Joseph, we can see you already. In case you want to turn off your camera, that is fine. Kenneth Joseph, please tell us where you join us from, sir. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
I'm joining from Senegal. From Senegal.
From Senegal. Thank you, sir. Good morning to you.
Okay, well,
all right, thank you. This is your first time here on the panel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. It's good to have you here. We'll come back to you shortly.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, my people. Yes, like I said, you know, they don't talk about these things. Then you're beginning to ask yourself, how come these people are not talking about these things? And wait till they happen, you know. But after like 24, 48 hours, they'll not come out. After they don't fit around, they don't do a year left to right, they'll not come and talk about it. Listen, my people, I don't tell them and say one of the biggest problems we have in Nigeria is our media as well. Many of them have been compromised. It's the truth. Some are compromised, while some are scared, you know, for their media, their license. Oga Onero, it's good to have you here as well. I'll come back to you shortly. 1 minute. Thank you. Some of them are compromised. Some of them are scared for their license not to be withdrawn. Remember, we that is streaming here, we don't have a license into the Union of Journalism here in Nigeria. Yes, I wanted to get that license then. I think that was 3 years ago. The conditions on the list that they gave to me, the condition that I must follow whenever I go on live, trust me, I look all the conditions, I just say I don't want that, because it's like my submission, my expression, my plight and all is going to be truncated. And I decided, okay, no problem. I want to have a platform. Although Nigeria Watch is registered here in Nigeria and in the UK. Yes, you know, so for you to be in a cage where your expression is going to be truncated, it's going to be filtered, you are not talking. You know, that's just the truth. If you think saying a lie when they talk, check all the mainstream medias, what they talk about, it's extremely filtered. The only person that is even trying to break the yoke, the person that is trying to jump out of the box amongst everybody in the mainstream media in Nigeria is Rufai Oseni. And he's being attacked all the time. If you check with you, like even yesterday, yeah, if you notice, OJ Okpe told Rufai, you know, there's a word she used on Rufai when Rufai just feeling the toy, say Rufai wants to break the table or something like that. They don't know Rufai saying a person way they break table anyhow. So they don't try, they want to remove this guy because they break the rules. Also remember, Arise have been fined so many times because of Rufai jumping out of the box. What is the box? The box is included with the conditions given to you with the signature you put down for you to be amongst the union. For me, someone like me, I'm an outspoken person. I don't want to be there. Then I'll come on air. Now you people will be asking me questions. I'll be telling you, actually. No. The only thing that is prohibited on my channel here is insulting the government or anybody. Not just the government, anybody. You can't insult my commenters. You can't insult my panelists, my callers. You know, so if you can't insult those people, why must you insult the government? But you can checkmate them. You can call them out. You can expose them. You can disgrace them if you have evidence to these things. But you can't do this in the mainstream medias. That's the problem. So social media is gradually taking over, and that's why they are contemplating in closing down social media here in Nigeria. They've done it before. If you remember, please, as I told, so I beg everybody, you have the right, disqualify Tinubu for the comment section. I beg, hashtag disqualify Tinubu is very, very important. So like I was saying, you know, so at the end of the day, social media will take over. They've tried before. They closed down Twitter. If you remember 2 years ago, Twitter was closed down for almost a year, you know. So because of that, and there's also allegedly contemplation going on now, closing down YouTube in Nigeria here, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and all of them, so that we cannot be talking like this. Then they will now suffocate those people in Nigeria with lack of electricity. There will not be, you cannot get electricity to watch the news, even though you can on your gen to watch the news you want to watch is already filtered. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened last. It came out yesterday evening. Although, okay, let's take it together. Let me quickly take this together so we can start talking. Yes, as you can see on the screen, I'm about to put that on the screen for you. Thank you very much, my people, for just joining us. I'll come back to everybody shortly. Let's quickly take this, as you can see right there. You know, Tribunal Justice Ugo Resigns, citing demand to Kneecap Democracy. That is him. This man, you know, if he don't come out, can't confirm this 100%, Nigerians will worship him forever. Because the reason why he resigned, now people like this me go worship forever. I'm telling you. Although they said that word is only for God. All right. In a statement, Justice Ugo said that siding with the government on this matter would be the death of Nigeria democracy, and that he could not, in good conscience, remain silent. His resignation has sent shockwaves through the country and raised serious questions about the state of Nigeria democratic institutions. According to Justice Ugo statement, he was asked to cripple the independence of the judiciary by ruling in favor of a certain political candidate, whom he did not name, but is widely believed to be Bola Tinubu. In addition to this, he was asked to suppress evidence and dismiss cases that could have an impact on the election. Justice Ugo's resignation has caused a serious uproar and a setback to activities of the presidential election petition court. So, my people, on this, then I would like to further take it with this one here. One moment, my people, let me take it further with this. You know, after all this information came out, I have to go on a fact check. On a fact check, because, like I said, the mainstream media have not confirmed this yet. So, after going on a fact check, 1 minute, bear with us. I'm trying to take off all the advert that will, oh man, there's a lot of advert here. Bear with me. Let me quickly see if I can remove them if it's allowed. There's a lot of adverts here. Jeez. Before I put on the screen, I just want to see what I can do. Sometimes all these things are just something else. Please continue to press on the like button, help us to share. We are going to be here for at least 1 hour if they go allow me. 1 hour is fine. Okay, let's see if we can do with this now. Thank you very much, my people. So I'll put this on the screen right away. Let's take this together. One moment. I'm going to put this on the screen. Bear with me. Don't worry, you'll see us big hats shortly. All right, here you go. Okay, yes, according to the fact check, you can see fact check, did Justice Ugo resign from PEPT over pressure to support Tinubu? So let's take it from here. According to a news report has surfaced claiming that Honorable Justice Bolokuromo Moses Ugo has resigned as a member of the Presidential Election Petition Court PEPT panel. The alleged resignation comes amid alleged demand from the executive branch that he believes would undermine Nigerian democracy. According to the report published on the forum Naira Land, Justice Ugo tendered his resignation via a statement. In the statement, he allegedly expressed concerns that siding with the government on certain matters would be detrimental to the country's democratic principles. He alleged, citing his unwillingness to compromise the independence of the judiciary by ruling in favor of particular political candidate widely speculated to be Bola Tinubu. Furthermore, the report claims that Justice Ugo was asked to suppress evidence and dismiss cases that could potentially impact the outcome of the 2023 presidential election, which is currently being challenged in court by Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar of the PDP. Verification. However, efforts by Idoman Voice to verify the authenticity of the news have been inconclusive, as no reliable source has confirmed the alleged resignation. Justice Ugo keeps mum As of now, Justice Ugo has neither confirmed nor denied report resignation. The PEPT panel has also not issued any statement regarding the matter. Who is Justice Ugo? Honorable Justice Ugo, Moses Ugo, is a distinguished Nigerian judge known for contributions to the legal field. He has served on the PEPT panel and the Court of Appeal with a total of 17 years on the bench and 33 years in the legal profession. Then, verdicts. Why the report has caused uproar and raised concerns about the independence of the judiciary, it remains unconfirmed until official statement or reliable source verify mainstream media's news and all that. As public awaits clarification, situation remains speculative and subject to further investigation. But this is the fact here. On Twitter, Justice Ugo Resigns, citing. Then more people came in from, these are people in the government confirming all these different people. This is another Twitter right here, Justice Ugo Resign. This is another person, and many, 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 many more. So, like I said, we don't have the 100% to authenticate this yet. 100%. Okay, Madam Patricia, sorry, you're on the backstage. I just seen you right now. Okay, you can turn your camera off if you want. Okay, good. All right. So thank you very much, my people. Like I said before, this is this one I waiting we wake up, see this morning. If this is 100% true, Nigerians should be jubilating because it's getting tougher. Obviously, I'm not surprised that the judiciary are facing pressure already. I am not surprised. It's possible that this whole thing is happening, but I bet in the next 24 hours, or rather before the day runs out, or before we come back tonight on our 6 p.m. Daily broadcast, this will be confirmed. Because normally, just like somebody arise, come and say, Nigeria will do something. And me now, 24 hours, I not respond to them. Not on my platform, not on my verified Twitter page or my Instagram verified page. Then it will become another thing. So at the end of the day, Justice Ugo, we are waiting. Arise, channels, we are waiting. Although I mentioned TVC, I know say TVC, the owner now that they thought say he the first people, so maybe allegedly. But meanwhile, let's move on. I would like to hear from our people on the panel. What is your take on this? The first person with me on the panel today is Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, this one I wait to wake up see this morning. What is your take, my brother? Good morning to you.
Yes, I greet everybody. Thank you, Mr. Najawash, for your revelation intervention. Thank you for your consistency. I saw that news already and I read it. Yeah, I can say because it's everywhere. And the media is strictly controlled by the powers that be. So people are waiting for it to go on social media, for it to go viral. Like you just brought it now, other channels will take it, other media platforms who have the same ideology like us, we also talk about it. Then the mainstream media, some of them will gather the courage from people like you to do it. That is the psychology they use. Once it goes viral, it's no longer their fault because it's everywhere already. So the Arise will pick it up, channels will pick it up. They don't want to be the first to pick it up because they will face sanction. That's just the truth. It's a media game that's going on. Yes, they don't want to talk. They only talk about it when it has gone viral. And in less than 3, 5, 7 hours, it will go viral more and more. And then they will not pick up the courage. They all have it already in their phones. The Rufais of this world, the Sheuns of this world, the Abatis of this world, they all have it already in their phones. They are calling each other, like in our local language. Alpha, have you seen this? Have you seen this? It's going everywhere. Sometimes when they come online, the first thing they say is that there is a news on the social media that is going viral, and it has been confirmed.
Now, what did they talk with that?
Yes, especially OG, all of them. They will tell you there's the news, so that they will point the politicians to the social media to go and arrest everybody on the social media. That is the ideology, saying like we are not the ones doing it, or we saw it on social media. That is the protectionist
No, to
statement.
be honest, Arise don't report our conversation here so many times. They know they give person credit. Therefore, for them to just say this news, somebody from Nigeria was not talking, though they talk around. There's one particular, like Abati normally say, one particular platform on YouTube. You know, there were people in the house.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Just mention the name.
So they gather their strength. They gather their strength, their protection from the social media. The politicians and the NBC, whatever corporation that guides these mainstream media platforms cannot go and arrest 100 million people on social media. So that's why they start their communication with, there is a viral video on social media. There is a news on social media going viral. So for me, this is what I'm talking about. Leadership is the easiest thing to do if you are serious. If you cannot do it, resign. People will know you are a honest person. You did try your best, but some things are not right. This man is going to leave the country probably for his safety and give his own press conference in the next few days. For the safety of his life and his family, he has to relocate from his location because his life already is going to be in danger. Because this political party who's in power, how did you even win the election? 8 years in government. We saw the wiping off of human beings as if there's nothing. We saw the national, disaster, the security failure. We saw the economic failure. Buhari should be arrested right now. So on what premise did you get the numbers of votes? So the judiciary, they know the truth. People win elections based on their performances, not on rigging and manipulations. So no matter how you want to argue about it, where did you impact as a political party? Talking about APC led by Buhari and Tinubu just now, what did they put on ground to say this is why we won? Name one good road they did with street lights and with drainage. Name schools they built. Name one thing. Just give me, because there are some sycophants who like to argue because they are affiliated to those in power. They forget that some of us were born in power by the grace of God. We were born in political homes. People like you, Mr. Najawash. Does that stop you from being honest? Did you know a man that is resigning now? I called it last 2 weeks that it's time for Nigerian leaders to start resigning. They have to resign. In some countries, they even take their own lives for failing. But in Africa, we want to, continue to glamorize thieves, liars, wicked men and women in power. What does it cost? Even if you stole a mandate to declare emergency on electricity, you are signing electrical law. People can go and generate their really? Is that what is leadership? What does it cost to declare emergency on the high cost of government and to review it in a bid to raise money and save and salvage the economy of the country? What does it cost to look at the diaspora voting? There is no in 2 months. What have you boasted for now? With last 8 years, nothing. In 2 months now, the country has gone down. A naira to a dollar is almost 1,000 naira now. 900 this morning to a euro. 900, 905 this morning. So what are the variables now? So why won't the judiciary, the justices, why won't they resign? I'm happy if you check this man's background now, you find out that he's schooled in Canada, he's schooled in Europe, he's schooled somewhere. He got this resigning character because it's not a Nigerian thing for somebody in such a juicy position to reject bribes. Of course, obviously, allegedly, money must have been presented. There are temptations. For you to resign, it means you are saying no to certain proposals. You are saying no to certain things that are too overwhelming. So I'm not coming here to speak English. Leadership is very easy. It's the simplest thing to do if you want to do it. People are doing it everywhere around us. Singapore built their country in less than 20 years. Rwanda is doing their own. South Africa is doing their own. Seychelles is doing their own. Madagascar is doing their own. Malaysia is doing their own. So when it comes to Nigeria, we have a way of talking from the two sides of our mouth because we don't want to offend our brothers and sisters who won elections or who are in position of authority and we just want other people to suffer. And most of us live abroad, and we just forget how it is to live in Nigeria. At least Nigeria, you are in Nigeria now. You can tell them how it is. The rate of crime, how expensive things are right now. Different countries of the world, when things are going wrong, they bring out palliatives to cushion the effect of crisis. No country without problem, but government comes in. You saw it during the coronavirus. Nations rolled out money from their reserve to help their citizens. If it was about Nigeria, that some countries were paying $1,000 to their citizens just to cushion the effect of the coronavirus issue, they will say, you don't have to give out money, you don't have to do this, you can give them $10. So for me, our leaders are wicked, they are evil, and I believe a time will come we will have leaders who are nationalistic, who are patriotic, who wants to do the right thing. If they cannot do the right thing, they will honorably resign. I told you here last few months, I was doing a course. From year 1 to year 3, I carried over that course. It was difficult. It was hard. I went to meet the lecturer. I said, sir, if I went to the exam, or I just stand up, I can't write anything. I don't know this course. It's difficult. I didn't choose this course. They just imposed it on us. I went to the man. I said, sir, I didn't write anything again. This is the 3rd year rolling. Give me something else to write. Substitute this course for me. In the area where I made something close to it. The man called me and we had a deal. And I wrote the course he gave me and I passed it out. So for me, it's honorable to resign. Not too much English. Leaders are providing water. Nigerians want to pay the bills. Countries are providing electricity. They make laws to back it and strike a deal with the private bodies, and people pay the bills. Nigerians are very good people, but I don't know why we are cursed with heartless, satanic, evil government. This is the problem. We have all it takes to be a great country. We have all it takes to be among the best or the greatest first 5 countries in the whole world. We should be discussing nuclear plants right now. If we have people who have sense, we are the giants of Africa. There is no country with a nuclear weapon in this continent. South Africa almost had it at the time they closed it down. Libya had it one time. Gaddafi was sweet-tongued by the West, and he destroyed it, and they took him out. We need leaders that are going to be abreast with the present realities. Countries are forming alliance. Countries are forming coalition. Economic, education, technology, Foxconn, AI. They are discussing things, innovations, agricultural. The grain deal between Russia and Ukraine just broke down. How do we key in as Nigerians? But our countrymen and women are busy, stealing money, borrowing money that they can't even invest to expect returns. So I'm happy that somebody's resigning. At least I expect more governors to resign. I expect the governor of Edo State to resign. I expect the governor of Lagos to also resign. All the failures, all the senators, I expect them to resign. I expect local government chairmen to also resign. We should start resigning in Nigeria. Resigning is not the end of the world. It's just to let people know you've got a conscience. You've saved your name from a lot of things, and you've saved people's lives. When you are in leadership, the children that will be born under your tenure, their destiny lies on your shoulders. The pregnant women that will need care, their destiny is on your shoulder. The students who are going to school, their destiny is on your shoulder. Transportation, everything is on your shoulder. So if you can't do it, if you are not competent, look at a man, he spoke a few days before Buhari left. Is he Minister of Education? He said he didn't have idea about education. Buhari forced him there. That is like a treason, because he has enjoyed all the benefits, all the luxury life that goes with that appointment. Few days before leaving office, he opened his buccal cavity and verbalized such a treasonable felony that he did not know anything about education, but he ran it for 4 years, and he destroyed the education system. ASU was on strike for 9 months because he does not know the meaning of education. He does not know the meaning of children getting schooled. So, Nigeria, I'm happy with this news. I hope governors will start resigning now. Senators, those who are sleeping after eating padadiam in the Senate chambers, rep members, resign. for a better country. We need competent people. We need character that we can verify. We need people with compassion, people who will go in the streets and disguise and feel the pain of the common man and woman. So we need more of these men and women to resign. Corruption cannot continue to destroy our country. We are a great nation. If need be that we cannot live together as one, which we should dissolve it. It's not by force to be together. If one side decides to be backward, allow the other side to go forward. If Obi will not be given his mandate, we should kiss this fraudulent so-called, country goodbye, because we cannot live like this. Things are expensive. People are suffering. And I want to round up with this. I want to make an appeal to diasporans. I know it's not easy. You work a lot. Things are difficult abroad. Please support your families back home more. If you are doing one, make it 3. Things are expensive. If they tell you things, don't accuse them of lying. Things are hard. Crime is on the rise. Tinubu has no clue at all. APC has no clue. They just came to party, and they've been party. It's been party after party after party. All you hear about is about money, 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 money. And money is not everything. We need intellectuals. We need people who got the sense of humanity in them. So please, gentlemen and ladies, support your families back home. Support your friends. Nigeria is like 10 times worse just in 2 months. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Yes, your submission is very, very deep as usual. Yes, I wish these satanic people normally just wake up and say, okay, let me resign. Because these are the things that we don't see. They always want to finish their tenure. They don't want to resign because of what they are benefiting. That's why I'm supporting Mr. Peter Obi, because he said he's going to make government offices unattractive. Once we can make it unattractive, then you will not see people taking lives just to get to office. Exactly. You will not see people taking lives. You know how it is to get into political office in Nigeria is a do or die. Thank you very much. Let me hear from others. Like I said, I don't want us to stay here for so long. Yes, we have Engineer Francis. Engineer Francis, thank you very much for joining us this morning, sir. Good morning to you. Please talk to us. What's your take on this?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Nigeria. This is an interesting situation, but we should be careful. This man that just resigned, as I was jubilating, something struck me. We have to be careful to encourage the good ones not to resign. Take their money when they bring it, but on that day, deliver justice. Because if the good ones all resign, leaving only the crooks don't care about us. So we have to, you see, everything about this judicial issue brings me again back to the CJN. Sir, or Your Honor, you are seeing what is happening. If a justice at that level suffered such pressure that he had to resign, that means that you definitely have some money in your pocket already. Show us that you don't. Stand for the right thing. When you were talking to the new judges to the bench, you cited all those beautiful things about being just a judge or justice. You cited great, advice to them on how they will conduct the whole affairs of the government. What is there is CJN. Believe me, this has exposed your behind. Because if at that level, this justice got this kind of pressure, that means you either got the same kind of pressure or you already took the money. So I don't know how you are looking at it, but believe me, the US is even looking at you more seriously now. And very soon, believe me, you will hear from our European allies also. Nigeria, 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 3 times. Please be on the alert. Don't let things sway you completely very easily. Let them not force the good ones to resign from the bench. So the crooked ones will now be the ones that will be imposing whatever on us. I think now more than ever, a mass protest might be in order to show them that it's about 200 million of us. So let them not cave into these little demonstrations from Dokubo and MC Oluowa and all those nonsense touts. Please, you, CJN, there's something I would like to suggest to you at this moment. If your justice sitting in the bench now had to resign, like here in the US, witness tampering is a very huge crime. And jury tampering is even humongous. You, the Chief Justice, should immediately jump onto whoever it is that was trying to tamper with your juries, with your judges and justices, because this is a very big crime on its own. I don't know what part of the law in Nigeria, what the act or whatever it is, but I'm quite sure that you know what I'm talking about. Say an armed robber and there's an eyewitness, and the armed robbers people go from behind to convince the eyewitness to say that what he saw, that he didn't see it anymore. That's witness tampering. And for that, believe me, both the armed robbers people and the armed robber itself are in big trouble. Now, jury tampering, when you tamper with a judge on the bench, you, Mr. CJ, you should protect your own. Protect those judges and justices. What kind of nonsense countries are you guys trying to convert my country into? Look at it. Everybody's jumping on, who tampered with this jurist? Who tampered with this justice? Is that the same person that you probably are going to let conduct the election if you rule for a rerun? If he has done to all the way to the extent of tampering with justices, you are going to let him handle the rerun. If you guys rule for a rerun, make sure that along with that ruling, that you include a clause that will make it with immediate effect. Tinubu steps down and the president of the Senate will hold that office for the results from the rerun. Don't ever fool us or think you will fool us by letting him be the one and Mahmoud be the ones that will conduct this new election. Please don't. Because if you do, that means that you are even more stupid than I think you are right now. In fact, everywhere, like whenever I talk to some of my friends, in fact, there was one judge here that I was talking with on something like that. They're all laughing at you guys. What is going on? Like here in the US, believe me, if you come like in the law enforcement, they have their own little clique. Even in the US Supreme Court, all those justices, they have their own little clique. They don't go to one bear everywhere with us. They do their own things in their own way. If you are not ready to live that life and be independent, why in the world are you on the bench? Please, you should not be looking at things the way everybody looks at it. That's what makes you a good judge. And I wish I'll find out this book from Thurgood Marshall. I will recommend it to you, sir, that you read. Thurgood Marshall happened to be the first African American Supreme Court justice in the US. You need to read some of his work and see how he is thinking and what he is reasoning. Why are you guys thinking the nonsensical way of thinking? And okay, let me ask you this. If you take this money and rule against that constitution or against that law, how will you sleep at night knowing that there's somebody that you affirmed to go to the chambers that is for death sentence, maybe a Mr. No name, that you ruled, oh yeah, he should go and suffer the death sentence because he didn't have money to bribe you? You're a Muslim. What will Allah say to you? Thank you, my child? Please, please. This is becoming ad absurdum. It's nonsense. You guys should at least look at the way this thing is making us look like a laughing stock to the world. To the extent that even Zimbabwe had to detain David Hunde. Zimbabwe. Oh, what is wrong there? What kind of air are you guys breathing over there? A crook comes and converts everybody there into being a crooked criminal. And you are entertaining whatever advances he's making, trying to convince you to call wrong right. Because that's exactly what this justice, well, I'm yet to confirm that this news or this report is right. But when he says that it's like kneecapping. Oh, come on, CJN, you should speak out for your own. All those justices under you need protection now. And now more than ever, you need to give the country a press conference. Not even a press conference, but come and address the country to let them know that this Justice Department is not for sale. More than ever, even if it was not needed before, this is the time for you to come and give us that assurance from you. We don't need to hear anymore. And those good justices that are thinking about resigning, please don't. Take that money, put it in your pocket. On that day, rule the right way. We are going to support you. So that if you resign, leaving only the crooked ones, they will be stuffing everything down our throats. But you, Mr. CJN, I'm losing respect for you. How can you be silent and this thing is happening? Your justices are now resigning because of pressure? You owe the country a very more than deserved press briefing. Assure us and tell us what you yourself have even witnessed. Because I'm sure that if that thing can happen to the chicklets, oh yeah, that means it happened to the mother hen, which is you. So you should even come and tell us your own. Or if you don't want to say it, but address the country. Let me stop right here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Engineer Francis. I would like to add, before I call on to Niger, I would like to add to what you said. In this resignation of a thing that we are seeing right now involves two things. The man might resign based on you don't want to be part of the corruption and all that, and two, he might be forced to resign.
And that's what the Chief Justice needs to come and address and assure the nation that we have a justice system.
Yeah.
And can I come in for a second, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I feel if you resign normally for the sake of doing the right thing, or you are forced to resign, you should go somewhere and do a press conference and reveal the secret.
Exactly.
Tell the whole world everything.
Not
Everything you know.
But not if you're being threatened by the DSS that is doing their dirty work now. The work MC Oloma and
No.
are
He's
supposed to be
saying,
doing,
sir.
DSS
He's
is now
saying,
doing it.
hello, sir. He's saying if you resign willingly, speak to the word. Or if you resign by force, then it comes to what you are about to say. He cannot do it because he was forcefully removed in the name of resigned, right?
Exactly.
So, yes. So, but any of the one,
that's where we need the Chief Justice to come and address the nation and let us know that there is still okay. Justice Rehnquist addressed the nation during Al Gore versus Bush. That time that Florida's account, their machines were messing up with the hanging charts and clinging charts and all those things. Yeah, I was part of the team that volunteered from the Research Triangle area to go and help Florida count since they don't know how to count. Justice Rehnquist that rendered that decision, he came and addressed the nation. Al Gore was the one that told us to let it be.
All right.
So you, Ariwola, you need to come and address the nation because this has definitely crossed the line.
Yeah, exactly.
If there's a jurist in tampering in this case, it has definitely crossed the line. And you, Chief Justice, you need to address the nation.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's hear from Tunaja. Tunaja, good morning to you, sir. It's good to have you here this morning. What's your take on all this?
Greetings, Niger Watch, and greetings to everyone on the panel, the chat, and to the viewers. I guess if a judge, Chief Justice, is resigning, it means that there's a lot of pressure on them. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for them to toe the line. And if he feels like he wants to resign, that is not a very good sign for Nigerians regarding the court case. But it's still to be confirmed. So, and because if he decides to step down, it means that he feels like there's a miscarriage of justice going on within the center there, and that is not going to be, even for them, it's not going to be good. And that could be a situation whereby that's why they don't want to release information. They are trying to probably turn him around and figure out a way to get out of this one. Because if a justice of the court decides to resign instead of just disagreeing, because they can disagree, it doesn't have to be unanimous. They can disagree and pass a judgment. But if he has to resign, then he's gone outside the realm of normal judgments. So that is probably why maybe you have not had anything. They are trying to rein him in. But if he actually decides to walk, this is a problem, because it means that the other judges seems to want to hand it the whole thing to Tinubu, and so that's something we have to watch out for. For me,
but don't you think whatever that is happening behind their satanic closed door meeting, don't you think they need to carry Nigerians along? If you resign, call a press conference, speak to us.
The secrecy our leaders operate with is just irritating to no end. I don't know how Nigerians put up with this for such a long time. They operate with so much secrecy. They are not transparent with anything.
No,
they will tell you that they have a list of terrorist funders, but nobody knows. They will catch people that steal oil. Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. It's only them that know. They keep the secrets among themselves, and Nigerians just accept it. Until sooner or later, we decide that, okay, enough of this. And sooner or later, they have pushed. What I find recently is that they pushed this thing so far. One day, this stuff is going to blow on their head. Because look at the petrol price right now. It's at 600 something. This in Naira, probably going to go up again. And you look at the exchange rate. This Tinubu went and did. He talked about harmonizing the exchange rate so it will be the same. But he's managed to achieve the worst of both worlds. Like, I can't believe yesterday I saw myself saying Maybe it's better Nigerians are doing round trip and stealing money with the exchange rate. Because what Tinubu has done now is the worst of both worlds. At least before, businessmen can go and buy, like somebody in Nigeria can go and buy something overseas at a cheaper exchange rate. Now, he's closed that one off, and then the black market rate, all of them went up. Everything went up 25% in less than 2 months. It's gone up 25%. So he's just made Nigeria cheaper on all fronts. And I think somebody was saying it the other day that by the time Tinubu comes in, he's going to start making Buhari look like a genius. This guy, what he's just managed to accomplish doesn't even make sense. I thought when he wants to harmonize the exchange rate, the black market one will come down a little bit, the government one will go and meet that one, or at least they stabilize in one place. Not both of them just going off in one direction. So imagine the government rate has gone up more than maybe doubled, even almost not double, at least 60%, gone up 60%, while the black market rate has gone up 25%. Altogether, it's crazy. The petrol prices have gone up. Where is the gain here? The security policy that he said he was going to institute, there is no sign of it. His cabinet, somebody has been running for government for how many years now? He still can't manage to get a cabinet together. What kind of shambles is it? You remove subsidies, you didn't give people 1 month to prepare.
Nothing.
Just look at an example, like someone like me now, I operate in Nigeria. If I wanted to transition to solar energy, you gave somebody 1 year, then they will use the money that they are going to be preparing to transition to solar energy in 1 month to get. You give them 1 month, they will use the money to go and transition. But what he did now is that he just instituted immediately. Now I'm using 60,000 to fill petrol. The tanks every single week. 60,000 every single week. If you had given me 4 weeks, I would have saved 40,000 each of those weeks already, just on that alone. So it shows you that this is a reckless planning that they do, and they don't care. They commission the refinery that is not pumping up petrol. It's only in Nigeria they commission something and it's not actually working. They did this in Nigeria Air. That one, there's no plane. What kind of people are these? And then you want to spend billions upon billions of naira to fund your House of Assembly members in this type of economy. These people, I don't know what kind of. I'm telling you right now, the only thing, if Tinubu doesn't do his security plan, I'm telling you, we are going to be in for a serious trouble. Because what this man has just implemented, all these policies, there is zero gain from it. And imagine the money you say you are saving from this fuel subsidy. There's no transparency. So, in other words, it could still get stolen. What kind of madness is this? So you made Nigerian people's life harder without saving any money in the end, really. The entire thing is like they just want to kill us. Now you see why, leaders going to sleep in foreign capitals, because the only people that are happy about this is foreigners. They are always happy that when our currency depreciates and our economy is on a free fall. This is the nonsense. Where is the competence here? He's making Buhari looks like a genius. Right now, as he stands right now, he's making Buhari look like a genius. Because something has to give. Either refineries have to come online to start reducing petrol prices, and security has to improve significantly. Otherwise, we are in for a tougher time than it was even under Buhari. Because everything is worse now. Everything, as we speak, is worse. Petrol prices have tripled. Currency has depreciated significantly. Corruption has not seen any end. This is important. I can't even start imagining the kind of nonsense. And now they are pressuring a judge to go and quit his position in court, because they are pressuring him probably to go and rule on behalf of the sitting president. We don't know that yet, so it's not confirmed. But if that is true, we are in for a rough ride. And maybe somebody said it the other day that they are going to push people to the wall, to the point whereby they are going to ask for their own end. And maybe that's what his own mandate is. His mandate is to cause anarchy for Nigerians. Because look at this, I don't see any logic in what he's doing so far. I don't see it until he starts making petrol. This refinery is come online, because they told us that the River State refinery is going to come online in the first quarter. Second quarter is still not on. Third quarter, where is it? And they are not telling you. You see, this is another aspect again. They don't communicate anything to the Nigerians. They don't update Nigerians where they are. What is happening with the money? What is happening with our refinery? When is Dangote refinery going to come on stream? Nothing. They don't. I don't know what are these people call themselves government? What do they? This is governing. This is not how you govern a people. Even in the days of Obas and Obis and Onis, they tell their people what is happening in town. This one don't tell you. They just take your money and start spending it. The only time you hear is when they want to spend your money. It doesn't have a cabinet that is going. They don't even call a press conference. You know how this thing works now, Elvis. You have been in the UK. You know what they call efficiency savings.
Of course, of course.
There is no sense of efficiency savings in these people's mindset. There's nothing like that. And many of them have been in the West. When you want to increase petrol price, you could easily institute a lot of efficiency savings so that the cost doesn't hit the people as hard. Nigeria is so inefficiently run that if you did that, it would have saved people a lot of trouble. But no, there's no plan for that angle of thinking at all. No communication, no transparency. Everything just gets worse. And we just have to sit here and hope that they actually implement things to make something start working properly. Personally, I would have said one of the things they should have made sure that they give people some time. They should have been telling people what is happening with their money and what is going to be happening with our petrol stations, because people are not going to live like this. So people cannot survive with this type of high rate of this in petrol. And when they have refineries, why should they have to put up with that? When they have oil coming out from the ground in their country, then they have to pay international rate when their salaries are not that high. It's impossible. You can't have them carry on like this until our own domestic environment starts altering. And let's hope that they are going to learn their lesson, because if they don't learn it, sooner or later, people are going to be on the street. I've had people that used to support, that people that speak the voice of all these elites start sounding like, that even him is sounding like he's getting worried that people are going to end up on the streets. And we are not talking about only the South. We are talking about North, South, everywhere. Because what they are doing right now, there's no win for anybody. I don't see. No, if somebody has a win, they should tell me, because I don't know who is winning. There is no. The only people that are winning is the one that are taking all the money that they are sharing amongst themselves now. They are giving state governors. They say triple the amount that they have been giving them before. What they are going to do with those money, I think you want to be watching Obaseki. All of them, all the governors that are in the different states, they need to be watching them, because they have money now. What are they going to do with the money? Where is power supply? Where is the road? Where is the public transport that people need? You didn't give people a chance to transition to gas. There are so many areas that they could have done so that people don't get hit by this. Because in the end, the original fuel subsidies was also for the rich people. Rich people don't need fuel subsidies. The heavily high upper middle class people don't need fuel subsidies. This is one of the things people like in nations like in the UK, they know how to do very well. When they want to do these sort of things, they do it in a way that the rich people don't get a lot of benefit because they have a lot of money already. They don't need it. The ones that don't have it are the ones you protect. But this government, no protection yet.
The only place these satanic governments are saving our money into is their pocket, their private bank account. They don't care about you, to Nigeria. They don't care about me. They don't care about anybody listening to us right now. They care about themselves. That is why I kept saying that these guys are recycling themselves for their own personal benefit, their personal gain.
But you see what I said before, though. You see what I said before, that I don't know what happens to Nigerians. Look at this. How about the Labour MPs that just got in there? What are they doing? They just got in there. And they too, who are we checking the votes? Who voted for that salary increase?
Why I call these people an occultic group. Once you enter that court, you will be initiated. Then you start fighting against the people.
There is something seriously wrong with what is going on there in the center of power.
Then those Labour Party reps should form. They should form a caucus.
Exactly.
Just like the Donald Trump reps in the House here.
What is it? I think they have them. There's one of them they used to call in America. Which one is that?
Freedom
Tea Party, this thing, isn't it? Yeah, Freedom. They have Freedom Caucus. They have Tea Party.
It's from the Tea Party caucus too.
Yeah, the UK they used to have something like that too.
So they need, I mean, they need to start, even if it's only 3 members. But
Yeah.
Labour Party guys need to start that. And believe me, before you know it, they will have some people that will join them from other parties.
Yeah, they control 7% of the vote in the Senate. 7% could mean an amendment gets carried, or it could fail. They could be in the middle and swinging power, and at least shaking the table, telling them that, okay, this thing that you are doing, we don't support it. You want to go in this direction. You are always going in the direction. You say, we want the publication of where all our money is going to. All the money that you just save. We want to see it.
Something you just said just now, shaking the table.
Yeah,
that's what we've not seen from the Senate or from the rep members. I said it few weeks ago. They are just quiet. This is not a national assembly. It's supposed to be a checks and balance to the other arm of government. They are quiet.
They are
it's
too quiet.
Very mind-boggling. Very quiet. Very powerful people, but they are very quiet. My
they
God.
should be making a lot of noise. And if they are not making a lot of noise, they are in your constituencies. They should organize within the constituency to start bringing them back. Because until they set the example with about 5 or 10 of them, they are not going to learn that the people are the ones they are there to serve. Because right now, they are just serving the elites. They are serving themselves. This is the problem.
Nigel, let me ask you this question. When they are buying themselves bulletproof SUVs, and then they are removing police from escorting rich people, does that mean that they have given up on this security to handle these bandits and unknown gunmen? Because now they have their SUVs, so they can come and shoot the rest of us.
That is the attitude now. In terms of security, I can excuse them, but most of the money is not going on even security. It's going on training, furnitures, and all the nonsense that they don't even need at all. If you want a card, and they say it's not everybody that is being protected, it's principal members of the House of Assembly, like somebody that is important, people that head committees. Yes, if you want to protect those ones, fine. I don't have any problem with your security. But you hold the government accountable. Every single money they are spending, we want to know where they are going and why you are making those decisions. Because these monies could be put in better places. See, Nigeria should be founding these industrial parks where we can be manufacturing things, making things to be selling overseas, selling in Africa.
Exactly.
There are companies everywhere that you can. I've seen companies. I was showing a list of companies in the UK that are for sale, that are already manufacturing things, making profit in the UK, that you can buy up. They are cheap companies. You buy them up, transfer the technology to Nigeria, while the company is making money for you in the UK and is making money in Nigeria and manufacturing things that Nigeria can sell. There are so many ways to do this, but they are not doing anything.
To Nigeria, our country should even be discussing nuclear power plants as a force in the continent for security reasons against these Western powers. It will give us a level of respect. We use the international law guiding it to start developing our nuclear plant, because security and threat around the world is visible, and Nigerians leaders don't even care about these things. They don't care. Thank you.
These people, the anger I have towards them right now, and I think Nigerians are really, because I expected better from these people. It just shows you that when these people keep going overseas, they are not here to serve you. All the things this man has done so far, he hasn't favored Nigerians one bit. Now, Nigeria want to buy something from overseas, they have to pay this high rate of dollars. Before, they can spend maybe $600, $400 or $500 to buy 500 naira to buy this overseas. But now they can't. They have to spend 800 to 900 now to buy everything from overseas. And while the black market price still remains high, even higher than before. It's like, where is the gain here? Where is the logic in this thinking? Because if you think about it, if you are arguing that our rich men are using the money to do round tripping, but that round tripping process seems to be cheaper for us to buy things overseas. Why now? Why is it more expensive now if you are healing the process? If somebody is trying to make things better, is he not supposed to make things cheaper and easier to manage? Instead, both sides have just become expensive. It doesn't make sense. It's like the worst of both worlds. There's no good that came out of it at all. It's crazy. For me to start advocating that Nigeria should be stealing money from central bank and doing the round tripping, that situation is better than what we have now, that is terrible. That is how bad these people have run the economy right now. And I don't know how he can get it back to where it needs to be. Because for me, I've said it before, the only area we have to start manufacturing, and I don't see any sense that they even want to do that. Their first instinct was to give people 8,000 naira. As if 8,000 naira was going to make any difference. No efficiency savings, nothing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who are those advisors?
To understand. So, Tunaja, you have the floor.
Yeah, this thing, you know, and one other thing, principle that they don't seem to get in economics, especially even in economics, they don't seem to mention it enough. That security investments is an economic investment. There is this charity that did this report in Nigeria. I've always known this. I've been saying this. I'm making this argument a long time ago, but I saw another report that the Nigerian charity made to confirm what I was arguing all this while. That the Nigerian economy is depressed by about $50 billion every year in terms of this in economic activity. And how can you know that as an economist, not think that that is the biggest investment you can make in a country? If you fix security, that is an economic argument. And I don't know who educates these people. Sometimes I feel like I don't understand. I really don't. I can't get it. Are they logical, or they're just mad people? Or they are so brainwashed by education system that they cannot even think rationally about these things? Because maybe there's a level of education that people don't understand. And I think that when people are educated these days, they don't teach them enough about security. They don't teach them enough. They don't infuse security into the form of economic planning at all. They just see it as home economics, where you buy food, you sell food, and demand and supply. That's all they see. They don't understand that these things are all linked. If you don't have security, you have zero economy. There's nothing there people are not going to stay there. Everybody's going to run away. But if you have security, people are going to be able to work in that economy. Farmers are not going to be running this thing, staying away from their farms. They are not going to be paying bandits for this thing tax. Instead of paying the Nigerian state, they are paying bandits. Investors from overseas are not going to be able to come in because they are worried. They can't even make a decision. The ones in Nigeria are leaving Nigeria and going to Ghana or going to Cameroon. Businesses leaving Nigeria. All these things, how can you not see that if you make the environment safe, you will stimulate economic activity just by doing just that one alone? Then not to mention going into power supply, going into efficiency. This economy is not that hard to run. That's why I tell you, these leaders are saboteurs. They are traitors. It's not hard to run. They are just making it hard for us to survive. They want to keep us down. Keep the people so that the company doesn't develop. These useless leaders, they went to Russia themselves with other African countries and other parts of the world. That they went for the African summit. And look at Egypt now. Egypt is already building its nuclear power plant. Guess what? Nigeria, they are still talking. These people are designed not to allow us to develop. That is their job. Building this country is not hard. Nigeria economy can be $1 trillion economy in less than 4 years. If you wanted to do it easily. Yeah. But they don't want to do what they need to do. They just sit there doing the work of their masters. You see why they always like to go to this in London and go to. What kind of education are they getting in London that they come here and do this rubbish? They are going there to betray us. I'll leave my case.
To Niger, today I'm owing you a bottle of drink. Just name the brand you want. You hit it, and I'm very happy with what you said. In fact, I give it to you 110. Our leaders are going abroad to betray us. They don't know the signs of time. They don't know what is going on. Countries are protecting themselves, tightening their borders, investing in security. We are busy sharing money. What a shame. What a shame. Thank you, my dear brother.
I hope they will also recognize what happened in Romania several years ago, when the people rushed into the presidential villa and grabbed the president and threw him from the balcony of the upper floor. So if you push Nigerians where you are pushing them now, believe me, it will get to that stage where they will be like, forget everything. If I die, I die. If I live, I live. And believe me, it will be a very ugly scene. Like now, the US is waiting for this tribunal to list Nigeria in narcotics nations, those narcotics trafficking countries. And that is as a result of having a president that is, in their own ruling, connected with narcotics trafficking. So now Nigeria will get in that. That means whenever I come to Nigeria and I'm coming back here, some idiots will just put on gloves and start digging their fingers in my private part, searching for narcotics. Or all those, even those monies that we send home, will now have to go through another set of screening to be sure that, of course, they know it's not narcotics, but now because Nigeria is a narcotics nation, if you're coming from Nigeria, you are going to go through that humiliating experience. And I hope that whoever was was that said something, I think it was either in Tinubu's defense lawyers that said something about making a judgment that will look good or something like that. I hope the justices will look at this too as part of what they are going to consider in this their judgment. Because if Nigeria gets in that narcotics listing, we have a big problem.
Thank you, sir. Let's hear from Oga Nero, then Madam Patricia, so we can do another roundup. Oga Nero, it's good to have you here. Thanks for your patience, sir. What's your take on all this?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been it's early morning over here in the US, in my part of the US. I woke up around 4 a.m. our time and saw a flash of the news that Justice Ugo has resigned. You know, I saw it on a couple of pages on YouTube as well. You know, so it has been spreading, but I don't know if it's confirmed. Initially, I was thinking he was a member of the Supreme Court. But on a later digging deep, I knew this was one of the outspoken justices during the hearing on the presidential election petition. You know, I was like, really? Wow. I took a second look and said, wow, this is alarming. That's the word I'm going to use. It's alarming. It's troubling. It's worrisome. You people can recall, I think 2 days ago, about 2 days ago, that the CGA had a conversation with Bola Tinubu, and only yesterday, the Supreme Court of Nigeria came out and said, no, nothing of such happened. So every of their moves, what are my own major take for me, except he was forced to resign. That's my opinion. Because if all the good people it's when you fail that I expect you to resign. It's when you fail that I expect you to resign. Not when you are in the right, except he was forced to resign. Otherwise, we want the good people, the ones that have heart, like Peter Obi, and some of us, that want to challenge the authority, want to make sure things are done right, to stay in the system. Because, like somebody said, if he resigned voluntarily, it sounds good, but he's leaving the stain for those that may have been compromised. It's, for me, like I said, it's alarming, it's worrisome, but on the other side, on the flip side of it, the implication of the Justice Ugo resigning, it means that what we have been saying on Niger Watch, on different other platforms on YouTube, on Facebook, those are on Twitter, those are on Instagram, those are on TikTok, those are on different platforms. I can guarantee you that these people hear our voices. On radio in Nigeria, on some TV stations that are calling, I can guarantee you that they hear what the pains, the anger that is going through the heart of many Nigerians, both home and abroad. They know it, they feel it. I can tell you that may be one of the considerations that may have made this justice of the appeal court, as the case may be, who is hearing the presidential election petition, to resign. That's on that side. However, we cannot trust the Chief Justice of Nigeria. How can you in the world trust the Chief Justice of Nigeria, the present Chief Justice of Nigeria? Before Wike left as governor of Rivers State, the present Chief Justice of Nigeria was seen fraternizing with a sitting governor and made statements as if he's aligned with the ideology of certain things that the wicked Wike, who deliberately sabotage the votes of his own people. So he can get some personal favor to himself. It's annoying. Yesterday, I was listening to Sean, who had an interview with the former, is it chairman or how they call them, Human Rights Commission? What's his name? Odikalu. Yeah, I think that's his name. He was analyzing the corruption, especially on election cases, far back as 2003, 2007, 2011. He made reference. Former Chief Justice of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Castina Alloy, or whatever his name is, that collected money. He mentioned it to influence an election in Sokoto State. And somebody, the tribunal that was listening to that case, the judge in that case had to resign because he said they were pressuring him to do what is not right. This was said on national TV. So what we say, all eyes are on the judiciary. We must continue, even in the light of this disappointing news, as I feel it, that a justice who will look at the case and look at the law and look at the evidence presented before him in that particular case, that is how we think the law should run. That is how we think justice should run. When somebody brings a case, you marry the case against the law and the evidences that were presented to back up that case in alignment with the law. If he agrees with the law, then you must judge accordingly. For example, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is against forgery. The implication of you engaging in forgery is disqualification for an election, as the case may be, or go to prison. Forgery cases in Western world, they are taken very, very seriously. Jury tampering is taken very, very serious. Witness tampering is taken very, very serious. You cannot bribe the judges like that. Give them money. Of course, in the United States of America here, there are a few Supreme Court judges. The present ones, not the former ones. Most of the former ones are straight. But this current one, some of them, it's not in they collected money, but they went on vacation with people who has a case or who are aligned with cases before the Supreme Court here. But guess what? The people, both in Senate, in House of Rep, they are holding them to their fire. The media is holding them to their fire, putting their fire to the feet. And there are laws that are being promulgated currently to ensure that the integrity of those that judge cases before the Supreme Court or before judges in the United States are held to the highest standard. That is on, because this is a major topic, but I want to dive into some of the pains, hardship that people are going through. Some of you are in Nigeria. Some of you hearing us. Some of us, many of us, almost every Nigerian outside Nigeria has family, friends, brothers, sons, daughters, cousins, nephew, they're back home. The level of suffering and hunger and pain and hardship, I cannot give Buhari any pass or say Buhari is both Buhari and Tinubu, there's no difference. Those that want to separate them are just deceiving themselves. They are one and the same evil APC. They are one and the same. I've said it before. I'm saying it again. In different platforms. Both some of the radio stations are called into in Nigeria and some other platform I belong to. The APC government has nothing. They have zero to offer Nigerians. They had 8 years. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, they came back. 20, 21, 22, 23. To at least improve the lives of Nigeria. What did they give to us? Over 133 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty. And you say these people mean well? They have zero ideas. They have zero ideas. When Peter Obi came and said, it's a slogan, but he has structured everything. He planned it out, he laid it out. We want to move Nigeria from a consumption country, move into production. How do you want to do that? He spelled it out. The textile mills in Kaduna will revitalize it. The industrial estate in Aba will revitalize it. The Delta Steel Company in Warri, we will revive it and bring in new ones. When I was growing up, there used to be Dunlop. Tires were cheap, you get new ones. But Dunlop had to leave because of the epileptic supply of power in Nigeria. They moved to Ghana, wherever, in Africa. It's not rocket science to improve the life of the people if you are dedicated. Peter Obi said, and I quote, to serve the people, you must first love the people. If you don't have compassion, if you don't have empathy towards the people, you can't serve them. You can't serve them right. Never, ever. Every other thing you do is just surface. What they are doing now is just surface. Then I want to switch, if I have time. Those members of both LP, NNPP, SDP, YPP, APGA, I don't want to rely on any PDP, both in the Senate and the House of Reps. They must now I know there's one in House of Rep. He's a PDP guy, but it's Ugo Resigns or whatever his name is. He moved the motion yesterday also that they should reverse the stupidity they did that is causing hardship. But the House of Rep, they voted it down. So we want, like somebody said, let there be caucuses of the Labour Party members that will cause they shake the table. If somebody like Alex or very qualified, competent people are in that place, they will speak up every day, even if they are learning the parliamentary loopholes or parliamentary procedures before you come up to the floor and speak. There are rules to that. That I agree. But that does not stop them from holding press conferences in Abuja, in their constituency, in Lagos, in Imo, in every corner of Nigeria. Rise up and speak. Rise up and speak. Rise up and speak. These APC and evil people, they play politics instead of devising and thinking of policies, positive policies that will impact the lives of the people. Now on the exchange rate, before my time runs out, on the exchange rate, there is no way in the world, that exchange rate is going to be coming down. If we are not exporting things that will bring back foreign investment or foreign currency, it may be in any other currency. It may be in euro, it may be in pounds, it may be in dollars, it may be in Chinese money, it may be in Singapore money. If we don't export things that they will pay us in foreign currency, then the value of our naira to the dollar or to the euro or to the pounds or to any other currency will continue to decline. So that's why we are still expecting and waiting for the judiciary to do the needful with those that are left. With this, I will yield the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oga Onero, for your submission. God bless you. I appreciate you. Okay, I would like to quickly hear from Madam Nena. Thank you for coming to the panel. Please talk to us.
Yes.
What's your take on what you're hearing?
Mr. Elvis, okay.
Okay, Madam Patricia, you are ready. Okay. You want to talk to us?
Okay,
go ahead,
then.
Madam.
No, it's okay. I thought you were busy doing other things. So I thought I should take over the. So go ahead. I thought you were busy, maybe making a call.
No, I'm here. Yeah. I was talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Madam Nena, please talk to us. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Elvis. Good morning, Niger Watch family. God bless everybody this morning. It's still very early here. I just woke up this morning and open this thing and see that you're live, and this headline about this man resigning, I actually saw it yesterday evening when I was coming back from work, and I was wondering if it's true. Like I always do, I went to did my searching and everything. I don't know, maybe if it's still allegedly, if it's confirmed, because I saw in Vanguard that it's not true. But one thing I just want to say that, you see, the Nigeria of today with the APC in power, everything is possible. And these people they are capable of lying, they are capable of deceiving Nigerians, they are capable of everything that spells bad is APC. That's just the way I want to put it. But when I saw it, the first thing that came to my mind was this: if truly that this man resigned, I don't think this is a good time for that to happen. It's not something to celebrate, because the truth about it is that I mean, my own little knowledge, maybe I stand to be corrected. When such maybe this kind of tribunal is going on, at the end of the day, there's a kind of vote. I don't know. Like I said, I stand to be corrected. There's a voting that's supposed to go on at the end of the day, and then the majority of the votes, you have to be, maybe 1 against 4, 3 against 5. Maybe I'm using American system to judge the whole thing. I don't know. So if a man of integrity in the team resigns, it's not a good thing. That's just my own conclusion to it. And like I said, I stand to be corrected. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if somebody takes this kind of a move, which is a kind of move that people with integrity takes, because of course, in a place like the US, you always see when people get into a situation that they feel that is going to dent their image or dent their career and stuff like that, the honorable thing is always for them to just resign and leave. So if somebody in a crucial period like this, at this point in time, decides to resign, and I know if it's true, I know it's in good faith, it is out of good honor, out of good integrity, but it is not too good for the eventual outcome, because it will create room for people, somebody who is compromised, to be part of the team. So I don't know the state of the whole thing. I don't know if it's if it's been confirmed that truly that happened, and I mean, it's still something that I don't know. Like, we may just want to, what and see what comes out of it. But bottom line is this: I'm just also thinking that whichever way it is, whether it's true or not true, the truth about it remains that there is a lot of negotiation allegedly going on for these people to be, to twist this the outcome of this proceeding. How they're going to do it, I do not know, because like we always say, the evidence is everything that points to the fact that these people, whatever that is going on in Nigeria now, as an administration, is fraud. Everything is very clear, is very bare. But people will say that even the blind can say it, even the deaf can hear it. Everything is obvious that the man that they put as the president of Nigeria went in there fraudulently, and there is no two ways about it. There is just no two ways about it. So I will not be surprised if these people, are maybe either threatening somebody who don't want to go their way to resign, or trying to lure those people who are not on their side to be on their side, trying to twist things left, right, and center. Because look, APC is no good news. APC is everything called evil. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is going on. That is just the way I see the whole thing. And Justice Ugo, this is a direct message to you. Because I always believe that in every rumor there's always an atom of truth in it. So maybe out of the whole, you're one of the ones who have some integrity. Uphold that integrity. Uphold it, uphold it, uphold it. Nigerian masses are expecting that the right thing is to be done. And the only right thing to be done is to give the stolen property to the real owner. Because the stolen property, we know who stole it and we know where it is. Everybody knows who stole it, everybody knows where it is. So the honorable thing to do is to take it from the person who stole it and give it to the right person, so that there will be peace in Nigeria, so that Nigerians will have a little bit of, breathe a fresh air. Because at this point in time, Nigerians are suffocating. Nigerians are not breathing. Nigerians are suffocating with everything that is happening, with the uncertainty, with the poverty, with the pain. It's like everything that is happening. Nigerians are suffocating at this point. Honestly speaking, I don't know. Even for me, living abroad does not make it easy for me. It's like I don't breathe each time I think about what is going on in Nigeria. It makes me like I'm choking. Nigerians are not breathing, and the only thing that will give them that breath of fresh air is when the man that Nigerians truly love, Nigerians truly voted for, is restored, given his place. So Nigerians can now breathe fresh air and say, yes, at least let's begin to move in the right direction. Because there is nothing good. If any human being, I say it again, if any human being, any sensible person thinks that anything good will ever come out of this madness that is going on in Nigeria right now, that person is living in a world of fantasy. You can only dream, but it will not come true. That is just the reality of the whole thing. So that is just my take in the whole thing at this point in time. Let them do whatever they're doing. They are going through whatever they are trying to come up. Please hurry up, do it. Let Nigerians breathe, because we want this nonsense that is going on to come to an end as fast as possible. We cannot go on like this. We cannot continue like this. We cannot move on. It's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for Nigeria, because every other parts of the world, you see the way Nigerians are being treated and the things Nigerians go through, because they have not seen that Nigeria does not have a government. There is nothing good that comes out of this country that is called Nigeria. So that is just what I have to say. Like I say again, this news, I don't know my own take about it. If it's true, I don't think it's the right time for him to go. I don't think it's the right time, because he needs to stay there and dig it out, let Nigerians know what is going on. That's just my own take for now. I yield for now. Thank you so much, Mr. Ivis. God bless everybody. Thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. Niger Watch.
Hello, sir. Go ahead.
Let me add a little something to what she just said.
Okay, 1 minute.
From reading this thing again, that man did not resign on his own volition. That man was forced out. Remember, he used the word kneecap the democracy. He is like sending some wink in the dark for those that can understand some legal jargons, that it's not on his own volition. He was forced out, which leads back again to the CJN. The Chief Justice must be the person that's doing Tinubu's work now. So he is, in fact, he owes Nigerians a press conference today, latest tomorrow. But he owes Nigerians an explanation and assurance that our judicial system is still our judicial system. Thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly my thought, because when I saw it, I said it can only be two things. Because sometimes when they gather them like this, they want to force them to do their will. One person will want to speak out, then they will be forced. So just like their chairman that just resigned because he disappointed, that man did not resign. The man was forced to resign. They will force you to write your resignation and get out.
Exactly.
So,
I think I'll not be surprised if they come out to deny it. If the Court of Appeal come out to deny it.
Of course, they want to deny it to deceive Nigeria, because they are very deceptive. They are very deceptive. That's just the thing. There's an atom of truth in this. There is an atom of truth in it. I believe it, because APC cannot do anything right. There's an atom of truth in this. Simple.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Moses, please tell us where you're joining us from. Mr. Moses, can you hear me?
Good afternoon. I can hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, sir. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Nigeria.
Oh, from Nigeria. Wonderful. Talk to us, sir. Good morning to you. Good afternoon, yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning. And what I seen in this thing, I don't believe any judges who is upright should resign now. You know one thing, this will affect judgment. So what we have to do now is that we need to go out and to let the judges to know that the right judges, those ones that want to do the right things, to know that we are at their side. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know one thing, by the time these people continue to resign, the wicked one will remain. And at the end of the day, they will perverse the judgment.
Exactly.
So I have been posting, telling many people, let us go out. Or if we cannot go out, let us have a design. If a fantastic design with some great words, at least, like those all eyes on judiciary, let us be designed. Let us come out with some words, every words that will encourage those judges. You know, Tinubu and all these people, they are fighting, they are trying always in order to, they are making pressure in order to pervert that judgment. In fact, they are just making every way to make sure that that judgment favors them. So the only thing we can do, we should not silence And the reason why this judge resigned, we want to know. You understand? If it is true, let us make the research. Why did he resign? Let us find out the truth. And let us go.
I think we'll get that information tonight. 6 p.m. we are going to be out again. So maybe at that time, the proper information will be out. As this one is based on allegedly, we cannot confirm it from any mainstream media. They are not talking about it, but I believe from this evening, everybody else will talk about it.
Yes, I've got it from another media right some few minutes ago before I came back. Now, what I just want to encourage people, because it's people that really did mistakes earlier. Worry, because it is not God's plan, indeed, but because the will of people, and people have done mistakes. And one thing I just want to tell people need to ask for forgiveness of sin and mercy, because they are the one that put themselves in the hand of Tinubu, to be realistic. So all these things, by the time, let us just look where the foundation is faulty, and let us pick from that place. Let us prepare from that place. That is what I'm discussing with some men of God. I said, you people now, you said, you don't want people to go out and talk. The Bible did not teach us that. We open our mouth. It is not with fighting. Okay, this also person, what you are doing is not good. But if the person refused, then we now commit the person in the hand of God. Okay, God, we have come and do judgment. So let us look where we have done mistake. Are you getting my point? I can see many people, they are abusing, they are cursing them, but you are the one that put yourself in their hands. Because earlier, before they voted for Buhari, then at that time, I got a confusion. I started at the roadside. Don't vote for Buhari. Dollar will rise up to 500 plus. Because according to what I saw, God showed me everything. I told many people then at that time. Many pastors, they even go to their church, pray, and send Jonathan out of the office. And now, see what everything has cost now. See what is happening. Everybody is now cursing. We don't need to curse. This thing, let us look where the foundation is faulty. And from that place, let us pick it. Are you getting my point? So, one thing now, with prayer and action, the right actions. Now, this man is there. What can we do to make the judges to deliver the right judgment? Number one, prayer. Don't keep silent. And with a lot of come out with a lot of words that will encourage them. Do you understand? A word of judgment. Even if you are a Christian from the Bible, pick it out. You will see that things will change. We don't need to fight. We don't need to curse them. But we that we are standing at the right side, let us speak from where the foundation is for. So somebody said, if the judge is now, they purpose the judgment. All the people that are doing for perjury, fake certificates, they don't have the reason to arrest them in our country. Automatically, it is legal.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Moses. I think you are a voice. This is your first time joining this media, right?
Yes, sir.
We'll be looking forward to hear from you again, because this kind of voices is what we are looking for, that can speak sense into the gullible Nigerians who think that supporting these satanic people is beneficial. Thank you very much. We are always here 6 p.m. Nigerian time every day, 7 days a week. Once in a while, try to join us and let's educate some of our Nigerians out there. Thank you, Mr. Moses. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, my people, that was a wonderful submission from Mr. Moses right there, joining us from Nigeria. We're looking forward to hearing more from him, because we don't want to stay longer here. Anybody that want to air your view, always join us 6 p.m. We have enough time. We normally spend up to 7 hours, so you can have enough time to express yourself and pour out your plight. All right, before I move on to to round up right now, to hear from Mother Patricia. Somebody's on the comment section. You're saying, Mr. Obina Orongwa, you're saying, please, Naija Watch, how can I chat up through WhatsApp? How can I call into to discuss the issue the lady reported to you about me? Okay, you are the person that reported about yesterday over the scamming of 900 or something thousand allegedly. So that would be nice if you're the person. This is our number, but I'm not going to talk about it privately, but I'll put the number here. And I can't talk to you now. Join us tonight by 7 p.m. Nigerian time, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, but if you can join around that kind of 7 so that you can come on air to clear your name. Okay, but our number is on the screen right now. That's it. That's our WhatsApp number. Write to that WhatsApp number and you take further instruction from there by 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. tonight, then you can join us. Let's hear from you. It's good that you are coming out to tell us your own side of the story. Thank you very much. Okay, Mother Patricia, please talk to us and make it brief so that we can end this particular broadcast. I'll give every other person that is still on the panel 1 minute so that we can round up. But Mother Patricia, if you can make yours 5 minutes, that would be nice. Go ahead, ma. Okay, looks like Mother Patricia is not even available. Let me go to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, we are rounding up right now. 1 minute, everybody round. Give your final submission, Mr. Alex. God bless you for me, my lovely brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. To do the right thing, leadership is the easiest thing you can do anywhere around the world. It's not a rocket science. To provide a conducive environment for citizens and residents to thrive. It's not a rocket science to build infrastructure and provide security. It's not a rocket science to build schools and hospitals for children. It's not a rocket science to embark on agriculture and feed yourself and export food to neighboring countries. It's not a rocket science to be among the power brokers in the international community. It's not a rocket science. The same way Naija Watch is paying the price, coming out on a daily basis. Yes, it's not easy, but if you make up your mind to do it, it's not a big deal. Even this one is even more difficult than when you sit down in one place, you make rules, you think, you go around, look at what the people want, you just do it. The money is already available for you, for God's sake. So I'm happy that with the way Obi has stayed, he has been steadfast, he has been faithful, he has been, strong in spite of the odds and everything. I believe a new Nigeria is possible. I believe we can restore this country again. Yes. And I dare to use Obama's word. Yes, we can. Can we have a restored mandate? Yes, we can. Can we have the judiciary be trusted to deliver the good judgment? Yes, we can. Can the judgment be based on the overwhelming, evidence? Yes, we can believe that. We can. We can have a better country. We can. We can restore this thing. So, Naija Watch, let me just say this. Mr. Naija, today, you are the best. I'm grateful that you are coming to reality. I'm very happy that God is touching your heart, and I hope this continues. Thank you.
Not the only God they touch Naija. Me, I join people with the touch Naija. That's the head of my man.
Naija surprised me today. I'm shocked. I had to look at his. I had to look at his logo again.
I wanted to, me to send a fake person they talk saying a fake account. Now I used to Naija take come, and later now I can scan the voice and really our brother they talk. So yes, that's good. All right, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Let me go to Engineer Francis, please. Your 1 minute.
Okay, thanks. I will. Well, this 1 minute I will go back to the CJN. Whoever is the chairman of the appellate division that handles the nomination of these justices that are handling this presidential petition, Mr. Chief Justice, they are still under you. Please, at least I now know that Justice Ugo use that word, kneecap democracy, if he were to rule and the pressure coming from the current government So now I can tell you that I know where he is going to vote. He is going to vote to uphold our democracy and constitution. So whoever you guys put in his place, please be sure that it is not somebody that will kneecap the democracy. Because if he comes tomorrow to say, oh, that he resigned on his own volition, I will not believe it. In order to prove to me and to all the Nigerians out there that you guys did not push him out, make sure that whoever replaces him is somebody that's going the same direction he's going. Like George Bush will tell Walter Mondale, George Bush Sr., he said, there's nothing wrong with changing horses in the midstream, provided they are heading the same direction. Don't shove him off and put him in a horse that's heading the opposite direction, which is what I am seeing you guys are trying to do. And I'm sure millions of Nigerians see it too. Believe me, our backs are right at the wall right now. Any more nonsense from you guys, believe me, I'm going to get in the airplane and I'm coming home. Because this thing is getting very, very unbearable. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's getting unbearable. You know, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. We have somebody on the backstage since, you know, OS, your full name is Osaze. You did not turn on your mic and we could not add you to this to the panel. You know, I believe you're hearing my voice. We didn't deliberately leave you there. Your mic, once your device is not connected, we can't add you to the panel. So you are still on the backstage. In case before everybody finish with their 1 minute, you turn it on, then you have opportunity to quickly speak as well. Okay, let me go to Oga Onero. Please use your final 1 minute, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for another opportunity to address fellow Nigerians on the panel, on the comment section, those Nigerians listening to us from Nigeria, those overseas. Before I go ahead, you haven't really hit on those that should like the broadcast. Continue to like and share, you know, so our voices that have been heard by a lot of these evil people will continue to be heard across the echoes of this world, in Europe, in America, in Africa, in Nigeria, all over the world, in Asia, everywhere. Continue to share and like. Well, I will, I don't want to take so much time. I want us to still continue to call out the Chief Justice of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because he is also very powerful. That office is very powerful, very, very powerful. For me, the guy is corrupt. Every other thing they've said about him is true. They are just trying to, like somebody said, there's no transparency in what they do. But this modern age of technology, of social media, of the internet, of young people that can explore everywhere and dig deep, all of their movement, everything, all their steps are being watched. So let's continue to keep our eyes on what the judiciary will do. They may come up and say the man actually did not resign, but we all know what's going on. Thank you.
All right. I believe by this evening we will get the full story. Obviously, they can't hide this for long. Their secrecy have hindered the development of this country so much. Thank you very much, Oga Nero. God bless you. All right. Let me quickly get the 1 minute of Madam Nena. Okay, Madam Nena, you're not available. That's fine. I'll come back to Mr. Moses again. Mr. Moses, please quickly give us your final 1 minute.
Mr. Elvis, I'm here.
Okay, okay.
I was trying to unmute myself. It was taking kind of long. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't have much to say again. It's just for Nigerians. It's important for us to keep our eyes and our ears on the ground, and it's really important for us to be ready, and make sure that what we are demanding for, we will get it at the end of the day. We keep sending message to all these chief justices with everything that is happening, looming, whatever. They should know that Nigerians are not playing, Nigerians are not keeping quiet, and Nigerians are really expecting a lot from them. These people, I would not be surprised if they come out tomorrow and they say they are making a press conference, and they might even bring the man to come and say whatever. The truth remains that I say it and I say it again. There's an atom of truth in what we are saying. If it's not a 100% truth, there is an atom of truth in it. So negotiations are going on. From the threat they are giving, which Abati said is not a threat, we all know it's a threat. With all the comments that this man has been making, when he goes to ECOWAS, all he's talking about is upholding democracy, this, that. Everything points to one thing. They must have told him, you see, this thing is not going your direction. And now they must have been running kitty kata kata, going finding a way to do their mago, which is the only thing they know how best to do. Is just to do mago, to do wuru. They perform criminality. That is all these people know how to do, running around to do their thing. So Nigerians, just be on the watch out. Keep fighting this fight. If we miss this opportunity, it might not come back again. Let's do what we have to do and be sure that this mandate we are looking for, we'll surely get. I don't think at this point, if it is even wrong, not harming anybody, not being violent, Nigerians should troop to the streets and demand that Chief Justices, we know you people are doing your job, but please let the right thing be done. Speak it and speak it loud so that they will know that Nigerians, that we are not playing. Let's
Thank
wait and see what is going to happen. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much, Mr. Our Nigeria Watch family. God bless everybody. And once again, yesterday I was so busy I didn't have time to give a shout out to our president in waiting. I wrote my own little thing on my profile, and I said, Mr. P2B, God will bless you. God will continue to strengthen you. God will keep you. You see this hope that Nigeria's vested in you. We must see it come to pass through you. God bless everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madam Nena, for all you do. We appreciate you always. All right. Mr. Moses, please talk to us. Your 1 minute starts now, sir.
What I just have to encourage every one of us to keep on talking, not to silence. And one thing I just want to open our eyes. There are still many people. Their eyes needs to be opened. Many people, their eyes have not opened. They are still supporting this evil government. Like some people are saying, yeah, the fuel, it is Buhari that have done it. And I'm asking them, who wrote inauguration letter? Is it Buhari or Tinubu? They cannot answer me. So some people still need understanding. We still need to educate some people. You understand? And I really appreciate every one of us that have the true understanding about what is happening. And what I will tell every one of us is that after this one, all Nigerians should open their eyes, not to do another mistake, such mistake again. You understand? At least in Nigeria, we are religious. Muslim is many, Christian are many. Let us move closer to God to be able to choose the right person. So that is my own advice for everybody, so that by this time, next 10 years now, we'll be talking a better Nigeria. I'm telling people, Nigeria, wonderful Nigeria is coming. In fact, I even saw that we bought fuel 160. Yes, I saw it, and I saw that it is a clear vision. I told people, new Nigeria is coming. It is coming, and it is coming. And this will lead to new Nigeria in Jesus' name.
Amen. I agree with that, and I pray it comes to pass. Thank you very much, Mr. Moses. I really do appreciate your presence with us today. God bless you, sir. Okay, Mother Patricia, you said you're available now. Okay, if you're available, you're only going to have 2 minutes because I need to go right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all our audience today participate in this emergency outing. Mr. Elvis, may the Lord continue to strengthen you, and endue you with more grace in Jesus' name. Yeah. I want to say the chief judge, the what they call the one of the judges that has been, I would want to say, it's being forced to resign, and that's not a good sign. But I hope that the information is not true. And I also want to disagree with the fact of collect your money and make your decision. Because you see, you cannot eat your cake and have it. If you collect your money, they will have all reason to buy you. If you don't take their money, they will be scared to buy you. Because why? There is a law that can never be broken, and that's the word of God. It says that he that pays the piper dictates the tune. So you cannot say collect your money and go and still do what you have predetermined to do against who you are collecting your money from. I would say stay away from the money, the judges. Any of you that they are trying to bribe, if you know you are not going to give them, you are not going to judge the case to their favor, Tinubu favor, don't take their money. Don't take their money. Go stand tall for Nigerians. Stand tall for God. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mother Patricia. God bless you. Sad that we don't have enough time to move on this, but still, we're going to be coming back again by 6 p.m. So you guys endeavor to join us. I asked a question yesterday, which I'm going to put on again now. Can we trust our elders? Do you believe that our elders are part of the problem that we are facing now? So we talked about it yesterday. The replay is currently going on right now. For some of you that just joined us that could not join that broadcast yesterday, please click on the link that I just pasted now on the comment section. Or rather, if you're hearing my voice, you're not close to the comment section, just refresh. There's another broadcast currently going on Naija Watch. Leave your opinion or your answer to that. Can we trust our elders? Do you believe that our elders are part of the problems that we are facing today? So it was a very heated broadcast yesterday. So I want us to, continue with it. It's currently playing right now. Click on the link and let's take it from there. Thank you very much, my wonderful people, for every one of you that joined us today. May God bless every one of you. I'll see you guys again later on by 6 p.m. Nigeria time. Thank you. Let's listen to let's close the broadcast with Justice Ariwola here. Take care and God bless you all. Bye for now.
Many high-profile cases will definitely come to you, and they may likely come in company of some juicy, irresistible temptations, especially when they involve mouth-watering financial and business transactions. I'm making it clear to you now that you must flee from such disguised danger. Your reputation and integrity matter much, and it counts enormously in your rise to honor and fame in life. Let me point out unambiguously that in life, gifts and wealth that are not worked for, which are by extension undeserving, are always wrapped in calamity and destruction. Flee from them and keep your heads high above the murky waters of corruption and favoritism, so that you can be conveniently counted among the very best in the Nigerian judiciary. You must, against all odds, conduct your affairs within the ambit of the law and the oath that you has just been administered on you. If you were hitherto 50% under public scrutiny, I can then confidently tell you now that it has automatically risen to 100% by virtue of this appointment. This tempo of public assessment of your conduct and disposition will now assume astronomical proportion. You must equally redouble your effort and dialogue properly with your conscience in order not to fall out of the grace of Almighty God and the Nigerian people. It absolutely takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes quite a lot to stand alone with good conscience. Several novel business and industrial disputes are occurring in the country virtually on a daily basis that have now inevitably made litigations to go on a steady rise. No court in the land is spared of this. We are constantly on our toes, and the dockets are ever rising in response to the challenges of the time. This underscores the fact that Nigeria ranks among the most litigious countries in the whole world. The onus is on your lordships to fasten your belt and roll up your sleeves to face the challenges head on. You must redouble your pace to catch up with the expectations of the litigants. As judicial officers, you have a defined mandate on earth that you must discharge with unveiled honesty and sincerity.